Hello and greetings. I am trying to save some slip that I have in these pointy bottles. I really like writing in slip. I really like writing on pottery or drawing it with these needle nose bottles, which look like that. I can't get it in focus, but these ones are really old, so I'm trying to get the slip out of them and reconstitute it with, I'm also mixing it with some fresh slip. To be honest, kind of should be making sure the colours are a bit more the same. This is an old white. It doesn't look the same colour as the stuff I've got in the bowl already mixed up. So it's a bit naughty really, but I hate wasting stuff. The thing about mixing colours randomly like this is that you then never quite know what you're getting in the future. So if you try and mix something up, if you try and repair it or retouch it, it won't be the same colour. But I've got some really thick slip that I've mixed up and I have in this pot. It lives in this pot. So I've emptied out these needle nose bottles and I'm putting it through a sieve again because these needle nose bottles are so fine, they block really easily. So I am re-sieving it, which is a pain in a way, but it's much less of a pain than trying to unclog one of these needle noses if it gets stuck. So I'm just running this through the sieve with my silicone spoon from the kitchen, which is no longer allowed in the kitchen. And I will probably, I don't know, I probably won't add any water to this yet. I'll give it a little test and see how it comes out. If it's not, I don't like it too runny. Sometimes you can use really runny slip for some very beautiful fluid effects. I find if it's too runny, it's really hard to write with, obviously, because it just runs around. So I'm just scraping off the bottom of this sieve. You can see that, where it all kind of hangs out, mixing it in. Looks lovely and smooth. I'll just get it, so you sort of rub it through the bottom inside. This is a really fine sieve. This is an 80 grade sieve. Scrape it off the bottom. There you go. So then now I'm going to put this in my needle nose bottles using a syringe, which I have somewhere handy here. So this is just a standard syringe. I don't think it's medical grade. It came with some other needle nose tool that I've got anyway, so it's obviously quite hard to fill these bottles. This one's all clogged up even inside, so I'm just going to release that bad stuff, wipe it on the newspaper. Obviously you can use a fresh needle nose bottle, and I have loads. I don't know why I'm not using one, but I feel like trying to save the remainder of the slip that I've got here. So basically I just fill it up like this. A sign of if it's too thick is if you can't suck it up with the syringe at all. It's also generally quite a good way to keep your slip usable, because these little bottles are really watertight, airtight. So they usually keep your slip nice and fresh. Screw the lid on. Let me use it on a piece of paper to show you. Here's a piece of newspaper, so I'll write my name. There you go. So that has come out really lumpy, 3D, so I am going to add a bit of water to that. So I'll squirt this all back out, add some water, and then it'll be ready to use. Enjoy!